Let's go there. Hello there, and welcome to yet another amazing video recording series where we're going to be taking a look at all the RSK paper reviews we handle on this particular channel, starting with the special advanced fixtures to the Bob Morton International paper, to the soccer research paper, to the big win, to the right on football fixtures, and also to the people's sports papers. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's dive straight into the business of today. But if you're new to this channel or you're just seeing videos on this channel for the first time and you actually love what we do here and you want to get a long way to appreciate us for doing this good work for you guys on a weekly basis, all I'm requesting from you is for you to click on that subscription button to actually get subscribed to our channel. And also remember that subscription is actually free. You are not to pay them to actually get subscribed to us, except you want to go premium with us. And also don't forget to click on that like button to like our videos and all the other videos on this particular channel. And lastly, click on that share button to share this video and all the other videos on this channel to all your social media handles. Let more people get to discover our channel and also stand a chance to benefit from the freebies we gift out here on a weekly basis. Okay, lastly, click on that comment section to drop your comment on whatever you feel we should add or remove from a subsequent video recording series. This will help us improve on the quality of videos we render for you guys, and also do videos that will save your interest. Okay, because your interest is our utmost priority. Okay, having done that, let's get started with the first paper for today. I remain your host, Raymond Engineer. The first paper for today has to do with the special advanced fixtures. In the special advanced fixtures here, we have a lot of settings that has actually come to stay. We took our time to do that in our previous video recording series, analyzing those settings and also gifting you guys a free pay in that particular video series. So if you are yet to see that video, kindly revert back to that video to get a glimpse of what we explained there before proceeding to watching this video. Okay, let's move to the next paper for today. And on the next paper for today, we have the Bob Morton International paper. And here on Bob Morton International paper, we have series of settings starting from page 1 here that has actually come to stay. On page 1 here, we have a setting that states that whenever on the NAP column we have identical family series numbers repeated here, then it is said to be a very reliable pair from here. Okay, where we have 13, 28 and 48. 28 and 48 are identical family series, so they are being placed here as a very reliable pair. If you go through your records, you confirm that for yourself. And away from that, we go to page 2. On page 2 here, we actually went through this and we didn't really find a setting that has actually come to stay here, having gone through it as at the time of doing this video recording series, except for the editor's pay column where we have as family series also here for 1 or 2 full-time draws. This is a very reliable one here, and why I'm saying it's a very reliable one is because the first alphabet of the teams here are letter N. They are the same, and also they are family series, so this is another reliable pair this particular week. Okay, on the cartoon section here, we have a write-up, "You run like a girl." Okay, and the other player here is responding, "At least I run, you scamper." Okay, which means that these two numbers, number 21 and I think number 26, are being projected for a very reliable pay from that write-up, if I understood them right. Okay, going away from that, we move over to the next paper for the next page rather. And on the next page here, we didn't really find a setting that has come to stay, so we move to page 4 of this particular paper, where on page 4 we have one setting that is very reliable and it always brings 2/2 full-time draws and a very reliable pay. Okay, which has to do with the setting of the last card column. The last card column here has been gifting us a very reliable banker since the inception of this particular season whenever we have family of 0 there. Okay, so that is precisely for my premium subscribers. So if you've not gone premium with me, this is the best week to do that because it brings 3/3 full-time draws and a series of I think 7 to 10 date games. Okay, so away from that, we move to the next paper for today, which has to do with the Capital International paper. And on Capital International paper, page 1 here, we have a setting on page 1 that has actually come to stay, which has to do with firstly the editor top 2 column, and it says that whenever a number is being marked X on the draws are most likely at column and repeated at the editor's top 2 column, then the games at the editor top 2 column are serially are a family series precisely. Then one of the two games they are going to pick a full-time draw. Okay, we also have another sequence here which states that is actually an observation which has been playing since the inception of this particular season, and it states that whenever family of 0 appears on the try column here, then it is said to give us a very reliable banker and also a pair. Okay, moving away from that, we go to page 2 of this particular paper, and on page 2 we didn't really find a setting that has actually come to stay, so we'll be proceeding to page 3. And on page 3 of this particular paper, we also went through it and we didn't really find a setting, but we have I think it's capital. Okay, we didn't really find a setting. On Bob Morton, we have a setting which is only going for our premium subscribers, which is projected a very reliable pay for 1/2 full-time draws. Okay, away from that, we move to page 4 of this paper, and on page 4 of this particular paper, we also have another setting here which states that whenever the numbers here, the first number here, which we have 7 here, is multiplied by 2, and it gives us a result which is also here in the X bankers of the week column at page 4, then one of the 3 numbers here or 2 of the 3 numbers here are projected for 1/2 or 2/3 full-time draws. Okay, so it has actually set this week. So between number 7, 14 and 28, one of them or 2 of them is going to give us a full-time draw or 2/3 from this particular column. Okay, so let's proceed to the next paper for today, which has to do with the soccer research paper. And on the soccer research paper, we have on page 1 here 2 settings that have actually come to stay. The first setting being that on the for 1x column, whenever we have serially arranged numbers here, just like what we have this week, number 16 and number 17, then one of it is going to project a full-time draw based on calculation. Okay, and also another setting here from the question mark column, whenever we have sequentially arranged numbers as well, it is sent to give us a very reliable pay from here as well. Okay, going forward to page 2 of this particular paper, on page 2 here we didn't really find a setting which has actually come to stay, but we have a setting on the bankers at column where the same setting means that whenever you multiply a number here by 2 and it gives us a result that is still on that column, then the 2 numbers there are being picked as a full-time draw 1/2 from there, which we have 8 times 2 is going to give us 16. So between 8 and 16, one of it is going to pick a full-time draw from there. Okay, on page 3, we went through page 3 of this particular paper and we only found one setting here on page 3, which has to do with whenever the game at banker box column is being repeated at any of the 2 bold numbers here on top of Bob Morton 1-2x forecast column, then one of those 2 numbers on these 2 bold numbers are being projected for 1 or 2 full-time draws since the inception of this current season. Okay, on page 4 of this particular paper, we went through page 4, and as at the time of doing this video recording series, we didn't really find a setting that has actually come to stay. So we proceed to the next one here, which has to do with the right on football fixtures. And here on the right on football fixtures, we have the expert gazette column picking number 38 and number 30 for 1/2 or 2/2 full-time draws. But for this way, after going through these numbers, I don't really think any of these numbers are going to pick a draw. But if you have them as your draws, you can actually go and make use of it. Okay. Then we move to page 1 of this particular paper, which has to do with the right on football fixtures. And on page 1 of this particular paper, we actually went through it as well. But as at the time of doing this video recording series, we didn't really find a setting that has actually come to stay. So we're going to I call this video an end here, because that is all the papers we have for today. Here, as at the time of this recording, that is all the papers we received. But maybe subsequently we are going to do a version 2 of this RSK paper review to reveal you to other papers as they come in. So thank you very much for having taken out time to see this video to the end. I really appreciate you guys, and you actually love this video and you want to appreciate us, kindly click on that subscription button to get subscribed to our channel. And also don't forget to click on that notification icon to get notified whenever we drop a brand new video recording series. Remember that subscription is actually free. And also interact in our video recording series by liking this video and all the other videos on this channel, and as well commenting on our videos to help the search engines discover our videos whenever someone searches for anything or any keyword that is related to football and pool in general. Thank you for having stayed till the end. I remain your host, Raymond Engineer. See you in our next video, where we'll be taking a look at the premium pay series, the dead game series, and our observation corner video for this particular week. Thank you and bye for now.